Vet. Just hanging out, watching my boy stream.
What's up, John?
Vet. Just hanging out, watching my boy stream.
What's up, John?
Cool. Hair's a little bit messed up because we kind of laid down on the couch for a while, but that's whatever. Hair's a little bit messed up because we kind of laid down on the couch for a while, but that's whatever. Mic sounds a bit quiet. Hold on. Cool. Cool. Hopefully that's a bit better. We're just gonna be watching my boy stream. Did they already kill? Damn. Haven't even joined the party yet. Cool.
Good to you.
Drinking up the chair. God damn. Let's take care of that first. Because we yeah, there's not too many activities over here.
Okay. Nothing?
Yeah, guilty conscience, he's nervous about something, so yeah, he did send it. He said something about pictures and stuff, and you're looking at your phone, he got nervous. Oh boy. See, me personally, I look right at him and I go, I'm so nervous about while I'm on my phone.
Been working
So
on
nervous
my
about-
shirt brand, my clothing brand a
Think
little
my
bit.
peeps ain't gonna tell me what the
I
fuck
did
you
release
texted
2 shirts, but the first one got replaced with the second one, which bothers me.
Too bad.
Yeah, someone I don't
Yeah,
like.
I know. You ain't trying to get all stressed out over it. I know. That's why I'm being smart ass.
Damn. I do kind of fuck around with this. This is pretty fun. Ooh. Sorry, baby. Didn't mean to sneeze. That was my bad. You should definitely know better. Yeah. They fucking killed him. Damn. Oh, okay, he's back. Okay. Is that a picture of your dad? Toxic Valley. which one is Toxic Valley? Oh. Mass graft. There we go.
Switch ways.
What's this guy got? Cool. Let's see. Sure. Anything over here yet? I doubt it. Oh, collecting. think we just go to the Nuka World on tour. You selling Nuka-Cola? Oh, nothing sell. Nope. Hmm. Tyler County Fairgrounds. Where is that at? Is that? That's what it is. Oh, hey, cool. Cool. Ooh, ooh, got one. Brother. I'll take that shit. Comrade Jobs. Ginger. we'll take these guys. Now the question is, are there any more vending machines that would be sick? I'm thinking probably not.
Beat her ass! Fuck. Dude, that shit was hell. What the fuck?
This fucking one sucks.
Let's see. There's gotta be more Nuka-Cola somewhere.
Now we gotta go help people customize and save hundreds of liberties.
Where's the golf carts?
Well, all 76, this is Jim. That's all.
176.
Drink, Nuka Cherry.
Nuka Cherry.
Please go. So Nuka Cherry is very popular in the wasteland. You can find it around in a lot of places, as well as the Nuka-Cola Classic. One great spot to find Nuka Cherry is right here at the World on Tour.
And what I thought.
You spawn right here. Walk right up this path. There's a golden. Oh, look at that ice. Jeez. Some quantums in here. We'll grab those. Grab those for a rainy day. There's our Nuka Cherry right there, so we'll grab that bad boy. We'll leave these two here. And what you do is you carry on up the path. Go up this little section up here where there's a bunch of kiosks. This is the place where seismic activity happens, the event. And a bunch of these little kiosks that are here, and you'll find Nuka Cherry inside these kiosks. Sometimes you'll find them on these tables. We got two of them right over here. Right, so we'll grab one. We'll leave that other one for someone else. And if they're not on the tables, you can take a peek inside. There's usually some chems. There's usually tap stash box in there.
Oh, this thing
Sometimes
is
they're just
actually
empty bottles,
busted.
But keep that in mind. It is a very good spot. I brought this here before in previous videos. But if you haven't come up here lately, and you don't see any Nuka Cherries or something, you just see empty bottles. But these are sponsored. Bottles can be filled up. All right, and there's dog food right there. That's dog food. Right on. And yeah, this is a real good spot, as I say. Nuka World on Tour. Let's go ahead. We're gonna drink. This is Jim. Nuka Cherry too. So Nuka Clan is right. Begins.
Keep firing, boys. How the fuck? Boo. Damn. Cool. Let's go back.
Spawn right here. Walk right up this path. There's a cool. Oh, look at that! I can grab that bad boy with kiosk. This is the place where seismic activity happens. The event. And a bunch of these little kiosks that are here, and you'll find Nuka Cherry inside these kiosks. Sometimes you'll find them on these.
Damn, looks like somebody beat me to it. Yeah. Looks like somebody was already here. Damn. Yeah. I see. Server hopping.
These tables. We got two of them right over here. Right, so we'll grab one, leave that other one for someone else. And if they're not on the tables, you can take a peek inside. There's usually some chems. There's usually a tap stash box in there. Ooh, if you haven't come up here lately and you don't see any Nuka Cherry for some reason, you just see empty bottles. So these are spawn points. So these bottles can be filled up. All right, and there's the dog food. Let's grab that dog food. Right on. And yeah, this is a real good spot, as I say. Make a little tour. Just go ahead.
Because there are tired dogs in your area, there are drivers in your area. Uber.
You know, coffee spikes your cortisol.
Yeah, but it's good for your liver.
Pro tip, Meg.
Oh, hey there! Long time no see, motherfucker. When I put my first car together, I was a scrawny, silly 15-year-old with a super tight tight budget, but I had this dream in mind. This awesome patina-covered pro touring.
I mean,
And over the years, I've
two
gotten
events
pretty close to that dream,
in
but never
one-
quite there. So in this video, I've got
in one go?
incredible finishing touches to really
That's hard to
bring that
pass
thing
up.
on home. So you and me, let's get to work. Noise Complaint has gone through 2 phases in my ownership. Phase 1 is broke high schoolers slapping it together. Phase 2 is nice wheels, nice suspension, and nice brakes. And by golly, I'm excited for Phase 3. If you are unfamiliar with Noise Complaints, I don't know, maybe pause this and watch 15 other fucking videos right now. Dumbass. Just kidding. This is my first ever car. 67 Ford Mustang. It's powered by a CAM 5-liter. It's got a 5-speed manual and a Curry 9-inch rear with disc brakes. We just installed 15-inch Brembos off the 2015 Mustang, and the car is already sitting on a CPP tubular Pro Touring suspension package, so it handles really well. Now there are some things that need some attention though, such as 19-inch tires that are absolutely spanked. The ugly front end that is rattle canned by me at least 3 times by now and super faded and ugly. We've got a lot to do to make this thing absolutely unique, absolutely finished and perfect. So let's stop talking and let's get to it.
God damn it. Give me my quad, man. There we go.
Guys are gonna see Noise Complaint naked. Bumper. And come on. You're about to see me remove a lot of zip ties and self tappers that hold the front end of this car together. Wow, young Tom. A lot of missing bolts on this car. A lot of missing bolts. I did not think that through. I can loosen this chrome grill trim with my fingers, which is awesome and efficient. This headlight is held in almost primarily with zip tie. I will be making this right. Bet your ass I ain't never get rid of these headlights left. We have got zip ties holding the headlight buckets in too. Nice. There is a bolt for the fenders inside the door, but thankfully only the passenger one has it. These fenders are almost ready to come off. Hey! One! Always forget something. Oh! Thanks Ford in 1967 hiding bolts in obscure places. Now, one fender can come off. Here she is. Adios. I will set this aside for another box in the future, maybe. Fender number 2. It's getting real. Aiden and I have spent some time to actually clean this inner fender area. We wiped it off, got the dirt out, and then Simple Green scrubbed it, so now it should be really nice. I'm doing that because I actually care about this car, and this is likely the only time I will see these panels for the next 10 years, at least. Noise Complaint is now completely torn apart, completely cleaned off, and you check that thing out. It looks sexy. And what I'm about to show you is something that I have wanted since high school. The parts in this box, I've had my eyes on. I've followed Instagram pages of other car guys that have put them on their 67s. These are so cool. It took me 6 months to get them because they're made to order. Only one company makes them. A company called Meyer Racing makes these. These are fiberglass fenders, but not just fiberglass fenders. Let me unwrap them and I'll show you something super cool. Now, not only do these fenders weigh like 20 pounds, they are flared. Not flared in the common big wheel lip way, but the entire body of the fenders are flared 2 1/4 inches. I mean, can you see that? You see how wide that makes the car look? You have no idea how long these have been on my wish list. Because Noise Complaint is a car that I never want to spend too much money on because I'm never going to sell it. I'm never going to get the money back. I have always wanted these. Oh, it took an egregiously long time to get them, and it took a long time for me to pull the trigger. Oh, that's going to look so cool. Oh, that's going to look so good and so wide and so mean, and you're not even ready for what I'm about to tuck under these fenders. It's gonna be insane. I'm getting excited. I think these are gonna take a fair amount of modification to fit because right now they're just raw fiberglass. They have no holes in them or anything, so that might suck, but I have to drill all the holes, I have to mount the headlight buckets, and then I'm gonna put them on the car. So because, as you saw, noise complaints headlights are held in with zip ties and self-tappers, I bought new headlight buckets and new bucket assemblies with all new hardware just so I don't have to deal with that. And I can actually adjust my headlights. Because I'm pretty sure one was always pointed directly at oncoming traffic and the other one was pointed at the trees. So that'll help.
What's this fucker wearing?
It's gonna
What?
be a huge pain in the ass. I didn't know these fenders came completely holeless. This is gonna be an itchy day. I'm just accepting it at this point. I'm already itchy. This is attempt 3 of installing the headlight buckets. I've had to modify the holes many times, and I have managed to break one of the studs trying to loosen it and adjust it because I bought cheap pre-made headlight buckets. So far, the experience, not great. That's really tight. And it still doesn't fit great.
A few moments later.
After a lot of trial and error, the first headlight bucket is installed with 2 out of 3 bolts. Good enough for me. Now I have to put it on the car and see just how much of a pain in the ass.
Wait, actually, I think this is counting towards the
I did not know
weekly.
that fiberglass
Ah.
comes with any of the factory mounting holes drilled. That's a non-fun fact at all. That is the opposite of a fun fact. I will probably never buy anything fiberglass ever again after this. First of probably many modification cuts. Be careful not to breathe right now. Okay, get a head start on this, please. I'm basically eyeballing where these holes are gonna land. I really hope this is the last round of hole drilling. That's not gonna happen. This is gonna take a while. Alright, now, let's see. What we got?
Damn.
I'm gonna be doing some finagling here. A lot of finagling. Body line's gonna be far from perfect, but I don't care.
Yeah, I think somebody was here too.
Not perfect, but not bad, honestly. After one shot at drilling those holes, things are turning around
Damn.
for the better. Okay, then just like that, we're mostly installed. A little bit of clearance we can do, but we're almost there. Now these fiberglass fenders did not come properly cast to bolt on the bottom of the car like factory fenders are. They're a little bit short, so I'm using this old exhaust hanger that I've cut up to bolt to the fender and then bolt to the car, kind of as an extension. So once these cool off, I will install them. Cameraman got me a cup of water to soak them in. You thirsty, cameraman? No, because I know you'll actually do it. Alright, leveling up slightly from self-tappers. But I am going to use zip ties. I will be using a zip tie, but a metal zip tie. A permanent zip tie. Expertly installed. Now, I don't think the door opens because the clearance at the bottom of the door is not great. But oh, that's actually pretty close. Little bit of contact down here, but that is nothing that this little zipper wheel can't fix.
I love this fucking gun.
That actually let me get the gap for uniform. And while it's not perfect, it doesn't look too bad. Ready? Shot point. About that. Oh, so close.
Okay. Okay.
Main fender sticks out.
Hold on.
From the door.
There's
But
hope yet.
We've got nice clearance, and the fiberglass fender is actually bolted on better than my old ones were. My old ones were held in with self-tappers at the bottom. This one's actually bolted and zip tied, but don't worry about it. That actually looks really good. Time to move on to fender 2. I've got this drilled where it needs to be. I'm hoping this process is a lot quicker than fender 1. I've got tons of fiberglass experience now. Don't be shy. Acting pretty shy. Keep forgetting this box is not a table. Fender number 2. These fits. I think we're on the right track, sort of, kind of. Fender number 2, I trimmed 2 after I trimmed it a lot. You know what? I'm gonna do a modification just because I think it's right. The dumbass
No activities
stud
over
that
here.
comes off of the car's chassis that this has to bolt upwards onto really pisses me off. And I'm sure it serves a purpose that is probably important somehow. It's not that important to me. Perfect. Attempt 3. If you really like Legos, you probably shouldn't get into cars. Don't be shy with it now. Get on there. Why does this one look like it's going to get exponentially worse? That's not comforting at all. That's a whole lot of yikes. A whole lot of not even close to the body line. I've matched this body line relatively closely. Not perfectly, but before it was like overhanging by almost an inch. So I had to lop a lot off. I'm gonna have to do the same thing I did with the passenger side, but first I gotta pop the holes in the top, bolt it on, and we'll go from there.
Mike, I think that's technically.
Kids are mean.
Hopefully perfect. Hopefully this is the last time this goes on. Come on, baby, come to get it. Look, you are kind of sucky right now, and not in the fun way. Now let's close the hood and see how bad I messed it up.
It takes some medicine for nausea. Ugh.
Just gotta do this real quick.
Hate that feeling.
Put that in.
The medicine I take makes me nauseous sometimes.
Perfect. But I ain't mad. Oh yeah.
Is there
I can work with
another
that.
medicine you take with it to help nausea?
All GLP-1s cause nausea to some degree. To my understanding, at least.
Eviction notice already.
Yay! Maybe it'll be more than
I
3
don't like
people
these
this
people
time.
talking.
Every vent clog must be messed up.
Girlfriend?
It must be.
Yeah.
You get back?
I love the sound that the plasma cutter makes when you swing it.
Hmm. My husband hates my Tesla Cannon.
Why?
He said it's too bright. Like, yes, but it does much damage.
The only thing I don't like about it is it's so chaotic. Just there's so much. It's like being inside of a static ball.
out of ammo. Oh crap. Back to the shotgun. I have plenty of ammo. I just have to.
Again, we are not going to be perfect or anywhere close to it. Please lower your expectations, but we're almost there. Not perfect, but not too bad.
It's funny that they
Finally gotten
treat
this
the
fender completely
plasma
open,
cutter
so
as
now I'm going to
an
get
axe.
that door gap as good as I can, and then we'll keep going. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of fun. It's like drawing my own door defender gap. And while yes, I'm aware the fender sticks out like 2 millimeters farther than the door, I'm not worried about it, especially if it opens right now, which would be super cool. No, not quite there yet. There's a little trim to do right here in the corner, actually. I've gotten that pretty good. Not great looking, but opening, closing, and tight. So now we can move on. Now we can start assembling again before paint. The next step is the front valence, which was actually broken, but I have the piece, so I will
Just
put it
died.
where it needs to go.
I don't like giving these people speak.
Like it never happened. Alright. Other side was cracked, so I fixed that
There's
too.
a
Now
neat
toss it
little
off.
exploit you can do if you ever don't have goat legs and you're jumping off a cliff towards an enemy and you use bats on the enemy, you can hit it
One
and
thing I didn't
you'll
drill yet
teleport
are
to the
holes
ground
that
and knock
mount the
you out.
valence to the bottom of the fenders,
Nice.
and that's proving to be a challenge. I spent like half an hour on the other side getting it fitted up,
I also went back to
hammering it,
them,
drilling
too.
the holes without really being able to see them, but the passenger side's looking good, driver's side, we'll see. While I'm doing this, cameraman's working on scuffing these fenders, because right now I think they're raw fiberglass,
Stupid
so I want to
95%.
get a coat of something on 'em. Boom. I will say, I am unbelievably itchy right now. And I'm not
It
even
still
done.
baffles
I'm
me.
itching all over.
I have
I'm itching my back,
65%.
my
I hit it
arms,
twice
my lungs,
instead.
my eyes.
95% takes me
Not
4
the big
shots.
part. So basically what I'm trying to do is line up the bottom first. Like that. And then square the top up as well. Not going to be perfect or even close to it, but nothing is. For me at least.
Now I'm basically going to eyeball where to drill this hole and hope that I'm accurate. I'm gonna say right there is gonna be perfect. And if it goes through this thread a bit, then my eyeball is tuned. Nope. How's that? Woohoo! Look at that. Eyeball engineering at its finest.
Yeah, that shit's pretty nice.
Not bad. Just like everything else, not perfect, but not bad. That body line probably as close as I'm gonna get it. I might mess with the bottom one real quick now that the top is tight, but that's close. Now, the valence is installed. Now it is paint prep time. So cameraman's been scuffing fenders. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the chrome grill trim here, just so I don't have to take it off. And then we're gonna get
Fucking
this
got
prepped,
'em.
and I'm going to shoot it with spray paint. I figure while we're in it, we may as well just touch off the paint on the whole front end, minus the hood obviously, because it's such a pretty shiny gel coat. Alright, we are dedustified. Now we can prep everything and tape it off. And the paint work we're going to be doing is going to be quick and dirty, just like everything else on noise complaints. I am taping off the extremities and I am prepping it very nicely. I'm really excited to hit this with some semi-gloss black. We're stepping up from the flat black, just a little bit. Semi-gloss. It's going to be a bit of a challenge to blend it into the flames, but I got a plan. You guys have no idea how exciting this is. These fenders have been something on my wish list for so many years. First thing I'm going to do is hit any bare metal and raw fiberglass with some primer. Hey, it's gonna dry less shiny, but that looks crazy right now.
I know. We need to check. Oops, I don't think we got any Nuka Cherry, did we?
I got a good feeling about this.
Am I blind? I think it must be.
Oh, I have like 280 syntax. I need to fix that.
I'll be right back, Chad.
I'm gonna do one more solid coat on the fenders.
Oh, geez.
Just like that, I am literally out of paint, so that's the best we're gonna get. Oh, hello. It's a new day. The paint is dried overnight, and I'm very excitedly removing the tape, because this looks awesome. For spray paint, it looks great. We still have a fair amount of work to do today to button this thing up, but I'm excited, because this car is gonna look a whole lot different. Next step, some shiny brand new grille trim. If you didn't know, these little fasteners are the absolute most obnoxious
the
thing
entire
I've been
map
to
is up
install.
here.
I've sent many
Why did
choice
everybody
orders
come
in the
up
past 5
here?
minutes, and have been struggling greatly to
I don't know.
install this. It sucks a lot. Alright, that trim was unbelievably aggravating, but it's on. Now I get to tackle installing the headlight buckets, and I barely have a clue what to do with this, so it's gonna be fun. And there is a spring involved. I'm not quite sure where that goes. This is also as aggravating as that chrome trim. The supplied hardware with these headlight bucket kits doesn't even fit. Also, it's physically impossible to install the springs in those buckets. You try. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So hopefully that spring's not too important. I'm now very annoyed. So I'm using my old headlight buckets with new hardware, and now I'm going to reinstall my headlights, which I have cleaned up and polished and waxed. Remember, when working on a project like this, it's never the major parts that fight you the most. It is the last 10% of what you're doing. It is the super duper intricate and obnoxious pieces like this that fight you nonstop and make you incredibly annoyed. It's also annoying when you buy brand new kits and the hardware doesn't work, like I have experienced with these headlight buckets. Thanks, eBay. I totally did not do that to myself. Okay, after trial, error, a lot of curse
17
words,
people here.
and one zip tie, we have a headlight installed. Headlights that are probably really badly adjusted with my eyeballs are installed. Now I have the running lights, which I did not paint the buckets up because I forgot, but it matches the vibe, I guess. Last step for the front of this car. With my bumper on, that cameraman was nice enough to hit with a quick polish. Hello again. Alright, we set it on the ground. No big deal. Now I can close my hood. Let me stand back. The first impression seeing this, like the paint looks great, but it doesn't look that much different. That's okay, because the difference is subtle. And we are gonna make it not so subtle very soon. One last little finishing touch. I found this license plate cleaning out an old man's garage, believe it or not. Matches perfectly, because I am Speedy, which, if you didn't know, offers only the best stainless steel mufflers, resonators, and stainless steel boom tubes money can buy. Now let's check this thing out.
Hard work, boy. We did good.
Go back to literally like 2018, 2017 even. I wanted those fenders, and now I got them. They actually fit
Don't
pretty
remember
good
if we
after I
checked here
modified
already. I
them a little
doubt
bit
it.
out of them
I'd
and drilled
heard.
every single hole
I'm pretty sure we did.
and waited 4 extra months for them to be produced. Do I recommend you buy them? I don't know. Depends if everything I just said is worth it to you. They were $1,500. Kind of wish they'd have holes in them for that, right? Anyways, let's keep working. Mr. Noise Complaint has to have a quick appointment in the air before we can go have fun and have real satisfaction. My original plan for putting the car in the lift was to fix the rear sway bar, but then I realized the rear sway bar is simply just not going to work. work because my 9-inch rear has
Oh, yeah, we already
significantly
checked
more
it.
beef than the 8-inch did. So this is a lost cause. Good news is the car's still handled like it's on rails, and I haven't really noticed the difference since it's been off. But while the car's up in the air, I can fix this. My drive shaft loop, that since we did the rear end swap and different drive shaft, has been not the right size. Normally this bolts in to these holes right here, but now, as you can see, if I were to bolt it in, it would be touching the drive shaft when it's at full suspension droop. So what I'm going to do is weld it on, and if I want to remove it, I'll just have to unbolt it from the floor, which is fine. So I'll just zap this back in place, and we'll be on our way. Nice. That looks terrible. May as well go ahead and restore the one sway bar I do still have, because it was getting a little rusty. Now, it's time for the thing we've all been waiting for, and by we, I mean me. Let's lower the car down a little bit, and I'm gonna show you something. Down we come, just a hair, and we stop right there. Oh, you didn't notice. Pulling off the already legendary wheels with their horribly
Oh, is this what
tires.
they're
Why would I
looking
be
for?
doing that? Why would I be maybe setting them aside? I bought these wheels when I was 18 from a local guy that parted Mustangs out, and I only bought them because they were all he had, and I needed wheels. Now what I didn't expect was for these wheels to turn Noise Complaint into a completely different animal, made it look super modern and Pro Touring-ish in a way that I can't explain. So I will not be selling these wheels. I will never get rid of them. Don't worry, but I think you're gonna like what I replace them with. Are you still filming me? Do you see this right here? This is one of 4 brand spanking new tires. Not only regular tires.
We did it.
These are 305 3019 Nitto NT555 G2s. Thanks to Nitto, who actually sent them to me for Noise Complaint, which is insane. I appreciate that, Nitto. And if you guys want these tires, I've had them on many vehicles. Check them out. Link is in my description. But I guess you want to see these wheels, don't you? Now, before I show these to you, keep in mind these are the 6.
Hold it. Okay.
Same width all around. 305 tires, which is basically a 10 or 11 inch wide tire on all 4 corners. And the Ford Star F14s in satin bronze. I'm trying something crazy, and I cannot wait to see how these fit. So let's go. Come on. Get up here, man. Get up. Let's go. I'm incredibly excited. Ford Star F14s are some of my favorite wheels on the planet, and I honestly think Nano tires are like the best of the best. Take that in for a minute. They're not even tucking yet, buddy. I will secure these with my mismatched lug nuts. I'm gonna admit, when we were working on the car yesterday, we already tested the tires on the back, and it was awesome. But this is the awesome part. I used to have maximum width of 265 on the tire in my stock fenders. Now, the 305s tuck. The center cap's small. Judging by the fact that the rim hits the control arm and the center cap's popped out, I'm probably gonna need to put spacers on that. Good thing I have spacers. I'm nervous right now. I don't know if you can tell. I'm very nervous. Fortunately, the only spacers for Ford that I did have are 1 1/4 inches. They look like they will clear. However, I'm not sure these wide-ass tires are going to clear my strut tower braces or shock tower covers or whatever they are. But if that's the case, I'm going to take them off. Come on, baby. That is so awesome. I'm pretty confident they'll clear the fenders, and I'm not at all confident they will clear those shock towers, seeing as the old wheels already did rub. Interesting. I guess we'll try it first. Those are some fucking steamrollers, dude. On the front of the Mustang? Are you crazy? This is gonna be so cool.
Is there anybody over here?
Get up one more. This is fun. Now, let's put it on the ground and at least see if we can clear that shock tower and see if it tucks. Because, oh my god, it's gonna be awesome. Alright, cameraman. You wanna show that beastly wide That looks like a cartoon rendering. Holy, dude, that looks awesome. Now, if you look at it from this angle, do you understand the fender? Oh my god, that looks ridiculous. Dude, it looks like not real to me. Alright, look what we did. 19 by 10 Ford Stars, 305s all around, big ass Brembo brakes, wide body front end. Dude, come on. Come on. How about a re-road? As of right now, it actually looks fine. It actually looks like I might lift it up and hammer those shock braces a little bit, just to make sure they're out of the way, and then I'm gonna drive this thing. Cameron, what do you think?
I'm obsessed.
Declan, what do you think? I'm happy. Ooh, look at that thing right there, buddy. So thick. Norska plate just got a BBL in the front. Wait, wouldn't that just be moved up? Oh, this is so cool. It looks ridiculous. I don't know if it's gonna steer. No. I don't know if it's gonna clear when I hit bumps, and the answer to that is definitely not. No, I can't even drive it until I put 1-inch spacers on it. Definitely. That looks awesome. And I'm gonna turn the tires and see how bad it is. Because I don't want to hit a bump and a turn at the same time and rip apart my brand new fenders.
Excuse me.
Contact?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Contact.
Hey!
Good day.
Well, here's my work here is not done. I need different spacers. I need to remove or modify those shock tower braces. And I might need to trim my fenders a little bit. That still looks awesome. It's been about 30 minutes since we filmed anything because I realized yet again I did not plan enough. I did not do enough measuring, and for some reason I just expected 305s to clear flawlessly with this setup. I thought the fenders would magically just give me the space to add tires. I did not do a simple math problem. I did not do any research. I just figured, I bet I could fit square 305s all around with 10-inch wide rims, no problem. Since filming the last clip, I put a 3/4 inch spacer on this side instead of the 1.25 inch, and it did help bring it in, but now the tire is pressed up against the bump stop at all times without moving at ride height. And also the tire, if you look, cannot turn past about 1/4 of a turn or else it's gonna hit the fender. Also, I was thinking, well, maybe I'll just trim the fender a little bit to clear the tire. If you look back here, if I hit a bump or take a sharp turn, there's a good chance this wide, sticky ass tire will grab this fiberglass fender and just rip it to pieces. And after waiting 6+ months for these custom-made fenders and paying a bunch of money for them and making them fit, I think if that happened, I would have a stroke. So right now, the thought process is, this is the smallest spacer that I can fit utilizing these wide wheels, which again, I got custom made, like the fenders, so it's not like I can just go buy a thinner rim. If I want to use these wheels, I need this 3/4 inch spacer, and I'm thinking I need a thinner tire, which really bums me out, because my dream was kind of 305s all around. Not really a dream, I just thought it'd be cool. And I don't know if that's gonna work with this setup, because it's currently hitting the outside and the inside without moving and barely turning. I'm thinking a 275/30/19 would clear everything. I might even be able to add an inch spacer to keep those shock covers and bump stops. I'm just not sure. We've been sitting around contemplating the possible options. Do I risk it like a daredevil and just trim up the fender, but then destroy all the hard work we just did? Or do I play a little smarter and find the right tires, but not have the car done today? I've already ruled out the option of trimming the fenders and hoping for the best. So I think what I'm gonna have to go with is get slightly thinner tires, 275/30, which will be about 0.8 inches shorter. I think that would just work, and I wouldn't have to modify the fenders at all. And I also wouldn't rip the fenders off. I really wanted a 305 all around. I just don't think it's gonna work, especially with the 10-inch wide rim. That really sucks. I really wanted to drive the car in this video. I think this video is gonna suck without driving the car. It really is a bummer. I'm thinking I need to play this smart, and I need to respect my favorite car on the planet and not just go drive it for the video. I don't know if you can sense my disappointment, because this thing looks so cool with 305 steamrollers on it. It's not gonna work. This is the harsh truth of eyeball engineering. Things like this happen sometimes. And we are back. That took a little bit of time. We got noise complaint turned around on the lift, and most importantly, I've grabbed some 275/30/19 Nitto NT555s. These, hopefully, will fit on the front of the car. I bought a couple different variations of spacers as well, so now let's cross your fingers that I didn't just completely mess up the wheel offset, because these were custom made wheels. And I'm dumb. Back up we go. I have bought 1-inch spacers, which I think and hope will be the perfect amount, because before I tried 1/4 and 3/4 inch. So this is right in the middle.
Yield musket, hold on.
Please. Relatively close. Please. And for the record, Nitto did sponsor me with the 4 305 tires that I started with, but I didn't want to be a huge pain in the ass, so I bought these myself. Nitto, if you're watching this and you're confused, I did this out of the kindness of my heart. Also because I want you to keep sending me tires. Just for testing purposes, I'm going to put the 1.25" spacer on the driver's side just so we can compare fitment side to side and decide which spacer is correct. Because I don't want to be doing this all day. I got more stuff to fix on this car. Okay, I've only chipped the finish off of my brand new Ford Stars in a couple of places. Now let's set it down and see which wheel clears better. Those wheels still look badass, though. This is looking so much more promising than last week. Dude, this is looking really promising, actually. They have, like, the slightest little bit of stretch, but this is so much more promising. I actually think the 1-inch spacer might work. I gotta crawl under and look at the bottom. Hey, Jake, man, can I get you to turn the steering wheel for me? Oh, dude, I think we're golden right here.
For money?
On the 1-inch spacer. Yeah, turn it. Keep going. Okay, good. Come on. Please. Dang. Might still have to do a little trimming. This side cleared because it's currently sitting higher. Okay, don't really know why. I'm going to put the 1-inch spacer on this side, and I might have to do a small amount of trimming, but I will try my best to make it look natural. It's a race car. Who gives a Let's do it. Now we've got 1-inch spacers on both sides. And I'm going to put it back down and visualize where I can get trim to make these fit well. Now my plan was to trim a little bit off of the front of this wheel lip on both sides, so I just marked on the passenger fender where I need to do that. Then I came over to the driver's side, same thing, and the driver's wheel clears perfectly, even when we're bouncing on it. So I think that just has to do with the custom nature of these fenders. I think the passenger side isn't quite as true and square as the driver's side, which is fine. And honestly, when I did the driver's side, I did a lot more trimming in the back to make it fit, so it makes sense. This side just has better appearance, I guess. In my mind, it makes sense. So on the passenger side, I have to trim off like a ½ inch on the front little bit of the fender. Hopefully it's not noticeable. Hopefully it looks fine. And then we should be ready to rock and roll. Well, after we do some other stuff, but you know, close. I'm feeling confident that I didn't completely destroy that. It doesn't look quite as nice as it did when I got it, but with a little bit of paint, you're not gonna be able to tell. Now does it clear? Turn that wheel, Declan. How we looking? Stop. I might need to do a touch more. I feel as though I got that pretty good. Just coat it up so no one can ever tell that it ever happened. Hey, when you're looking at it like this, it's mostly like it came like that. Now I'll set it on the ground and see if I've trimmed enough. I hope I have. Attempt 2, come on. We are really close at the bottom. Not touching. I might have to scrape just a hair. It's touching a little bit. Yeah, just a little more, okay? Can you crank it backwards and touch? Because I think anything more than full lock is fine. Stop. Yeah, I just need to trim a little bit at the very bottom. In fact, I think we can do it right here. Done. I'm calling that done and good and perfect, and the wheels are on and they're tight, and I don't think they're gonna rub horrendously bad, unless maybe I do something really aggressive driving, but better than we were last week. So now, back up on the lift, we've got one more thing to modify. Now that we're back on the lift, I would like to tackle the rear sway bar once and for all, which is gonna take some modification. Because as you can see, my 9-inch rear is far girthier than the 8-inch, And where the sway bar is usually straddled in the center section, it cannot do it on 9 inch. Now as you can see here, the way the sway bar mounts, it takes these rubber thingies and basically clamps the axle tube. But as you can see, the axle tube is too far out for this to evenly grab it. So if I want to make it work, I think I'm going to have to cut it down the middle and widen it. But then that rises to the problem of, is it going to hit the shocks if I do that? And my answer to that is, I don't really know. I actually have no idea. I don't know if cutting this and welding a pipe in the middle of it will weaken it and make it break when I hit a hard turn. And I don't know if it's going to hit the shocks. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it work at all. But I am going to give it a good old-fashioned try. At its widest point, the sway bar in total is 32 inches wide. I'm going to widen it by 3 inches because I've just measured, and I think that's what I need. So when I'm done, it'll be 35 inches wide. And I hope that it's square. You guys know I'm really good at this sort of thing. So wish me luck. As usual, do not try anything I do at home because normally I'm doing things wrong. This will be a test to see if what I'm doing works. I found what I think is the center line. I've eyeballed it, and I marked it with a temporary window pane marker. So I'm gonna cut it right there and widen the hell out of it.
Right. Guess we're not fast traveling home.
Wow, that's actually really thick tubing.
Oh, you know what we do need to still do our weekly because of that.
I gotta be careful.
Yeah, that ends tomorrow. So, ballistic fiber and batten wire. Cool.
Now that sway bar is made out of steel, so I've bought 2 different pieces of steel. This steel looks like it'll slide over nicely, but it does not have the same wall thickness, so I don't know if it'll be strong enough. And I actually don't know if this is going to be the right ID to slip over. And it has a very large wall thickness, so I'm going to try the thickums first. Do you slide over? Ooh! Get up close on that. Check that out. Look at that. Ooh! There's hardly any wiggle in there. Dude, if I wanted to make this sway bar 10 inches wider, I could, dude. Now, because I know that the sway bar does this when it's under load, I don't know if cutting and welding an intermediate widening pipe is going to completely destroy its usefulness. But I do know that the rear of my car doesn't really body roll that much as it is. So I don't think this thing moves that far. And when I weld the ever-loving snot out of this, I think it'll be alright. So basically, I just have to trim this big pipe down. I want it to sit over on this, like at least an inch on each side. And we're looking for this to be 35 inches in total. If I just go with this pipe as it is right now, we'd be at about 41 and a half. That's a bit long. Because I'm widening this 3 inches and I want 1 inch of kind of overhang onto the sway bar, I'm gonna make this big pipe 5 inches in total. You know what, we'll go 5 1/4 just to be safe. I'm gonna cut it right there. Honestly, yes, this is a piece of suspension, so I should probably...
Yeah, that was easy. Easy.
Feel very precise, and I should be doing this far better than I am, but I think it's gonna work. You know, I think it'll be fine. Sharpie mark it is. So I've cut this pretty accurately at 5 1/4. I want to go 1 inch from either side of that. So basically I want this pipe to sit in that amount. We'll now mark these pipes. 1 inch, 1/8. There's an inch and an eighth there, inch and an eighth there. These will mate like so, right up to an inch and an eighth. This will mate up to an inch and an eighth. So now, if I've done that right, this should be about 35 inches wide. Roll that up 34 3/4. So I think my marks aren't 100% perfect. That is because I have guessed on most of this. But now we are right at 35. Right on the money, right on the ticket. Not that this amount of difference is really going to affect anything because the front mounts with behind joints. So a little bit of this. Probably fine. Again, don't listen to me. Okay, I'm an idiot and I'm doing this wrong. Please remember that. Let me reiterate. I'm an idiot and I'm doing this wrong. So with that being said, let me tack it and we can test it. Pretty hard attacks on there. Unfortunately, my awesome little curry badge here makes it so I can't mount to a nice even surface, so it has to come off. Womp womp. Restore that real quick. Now let's toss on our rubber sway bar mounts bushings here. And we have these plates go around them. Slide them out very hairy edge right before that turn. Whoop! Hello. Like that. And they will mount like this.
We've been getting quite a few of these fucking Enclave
No.
plasmas.
Maybe I just wasted an hour of time on something that will never work. It's looking a little stretched. Here. Now we're gonna go on Bob. It looks like it might work, maybe. It might just be a little stretchy. Thankfully, that's adjustable. I should have bought nuts. I actually should have bought all the hardware. Well, update. We've gotten it kind of mocked up, and it looks like it might work, but just oh so barely. We have these started. Everything's clamped down, but we're kind of hitting the rear end housing and the shocks at the same time. I mean, aside from that, it's perfectly fine. Other than the fact that the sway bar also is not reaching these anymore. It feels like you have to extend this 3 inches as well. You might have enough height for that. I don't know. Now, my worry was that this was going to be a bad angle to mount the sway bar to the chassis because it is a forward angle, like 45 degrees, and before it was straight up and down, which makes more sense. But you know what I did? I asked ChatGPT if it was okay, and I even sent ChatGPT a photo, and it said, that looks fine. So that means I'm going to weld it out of the sway bar and attach it, and we're gonna go for a test drive and see if there is horrible clanking and body roll, which I kind of doubt it. There might be some clanking. I bet it'll work. Don't try this at home, especially on your suspension. I'm feeling more and more confident in my incompetence. I got a little poopy on one there. Little poopy, but just don't show the poopy side. Because the rest of it is, hey, I said don't show the poopy side.
Sorry.
We got a little dribble while I was welding. I got a little too crazy. Besides that, it doesn't look hilariously bad. In fact, I might clean it up and snap a little weld on this right here. I'm gonna definitely not grind off my ugly weld and weld it again. I'm definitely not doing that right now. Hey, I said, hey! Yay! I've never claimed to be the best welder or even a good welder. Check it out, I don't think those are gonna break. Now, if I really cared and wanted to be super careful, I would have drilled plug holes on either side of the outer pipe and then plug welded them. But this is already ghetto to start, and it already might not work, so I'm not gonna put that energy in. I'm strengthening the metal, or weakening it. I actually don't remember what this does. Looks like CPP made it that way. Gotten this about the best I can. Not overly confident, but should work. Now my sway bar is slightly bracing my shock a little bit. It's okay. Just a little dentage. Might jack up the rear end and see what happens when everything comes up. Yeah, I think it's okay. Continuing on. I want these adjustable Heim joints. They are not adjustable enough, so it appears I am going to, instead of adjusters, have a piece of metal that I weld to it. At this point, this is just for the sake of experimentation. I don't even know if this is going to work at all. Basically, I just want to see if my horrible suspension geometry and ghetto fabrication makes the car handle worse, or the same, or better. Basically, what I'm going to do is jack the rear end up so it's almost sitting at ride height, and then I'll use that as my baseline. If you're a suspension genius, please let me know, because I feel like I'm one now myself. That right there is basically ride height. It's pretty damn close. Yeah, basically, I would like to adjust these out more, but
There we go.
when you have a nut or lug nut or anything like this, you at least want to grab the amount of thread that the thread is thick. So basically, this width, you want that amount of thread grabbing. You don't want to go any more than that, because then that's pretty weak. Alright, well, time to make a custom spacer. Now, what would happen hypothetically if I didn't follow those rules and I screwed this out to the point where there's not much thread grabbing? That still wouldn't work. Are you picking up what I'm putting down yet? Now, one of these is going to be adjustable, and the other one is going to be welded solid, because I bought the wrong Heim joints, and one has reverse threads and one has regular threads. So basically, this one will be adjustable, the other one will be welded. Now, what side should be adjustable? That's the big question. I think because I'm the driver, so I get specialty, I want my side to be adjustable. That means this will go here. Side number one, looking relatively sturdy. I have now welded this one all together. It looks horrible, but I do have some adjustability, so I will put it in the car and then adjust it to where it needs to be, and then I'll weld it some more. It appears I've gotten this adjusted perfectly the first time, so I'm gonna take it off
So we got Quantum Bear
and
there.
weld it some more on the thread parts, just so we know it's not gonna break. I have made the
We got
ugliest,
spooky time.
possibly not the best functioning, but
And we got
very
comp,
strong sway bar end links. Just a light coat of paint on this will make it look like it came that way from AutoZone. Suspension experts. Is this angle bad? Is it bad for it to be this angle? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm doing it right, and I'm gonna tell you do not do this at home. I don't know, maybe it'll work great, maybe it won't. Everything's tighten up real nice. It is touching the shocks at all times, and it is also touching the rear end at all times. And also the mounting angles are not great. So I'm not going to claim anything other than I'm a genius, and this is gonna work perfectly.
Yeah, we need one thing for ballistic fiber.
I sure do hope.
But I don't think anybody's gonna do that, so let's go ahead.
That's my rear ride height. Is it fine? I don't hear any clunking. That's the lift. Don't worry. Ride height looks good in the back. We have full clearance in the front. After our excessive trimming today, I believe we do. Driver's side, which for some reason sits higher than the passenger side, I don't have a good explanation for it, but it clears even better. I have to say I was really disappointed to not do 305s all around, but I don't mind 275 fitment. It's got like a quarter-inch of stretch, which I don't love, but that's still slightly wider than the old tires. And they're Dittos, so they're sticky. And I am very excited to see how this handles up. Shall we back it out of the garage and see?
Much better event.
Noise complaint has never had this wide a tire in the front with a sway bar in the back, which I guess is the only thing we've changed handling wise, but these are some sticky ass tires on some wider wheels with all of the suspension maybe intact depending on how this works. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah, it handles good. It's glued. I've been driving this thing on bald ass tires for God knows how long. We have made it to the reveal location. First time laying eyes on this in this form. It looks insane. the side, which is what it's supposed to do, I think, right? Like, it feels good. And also, oh my god. Those Nitos make my 15-inch brakes work a hell of a lot better. That was some G-forces right there, buddy. Shut the damn car off. Another nice thing I've noticed is that when I hit a big dip in the road or a big bump, my front tires no longer rub my fenders. They used to always do that. I'd be like, fuck! I could hear it. It didn't quite sound like what I just did. In fact, it didn't sound anything like that. But basically, my old tires used to rub the fenders every time I hit a dip. Now they don't. It's good. So that's one win for the new fenders. You like that, Jeremy? Oh my god!
Good shit.
Man, this thing is riding better, carving corners, my welded sway bar is working. I could not be happier right now. Boy, I love Mexico this time of year. Sure is nice. Now my good buddy Chance lives here, so I'm gonna do a burnout for him. Chance, if you're watching this, check me out. My oil pressure is always like that.
Okay, real quick, let's see.
Damn tires.
Now let's go here.
Oil pressure now. It's okay. It's fine. What are you doing, dude? Damn.
You wanna run me off the road, buddy? When I'm on my scooter lane?
That's not even road legal, pal.
This thing will go 30 miles an hour, no problem.
Yeah, so will this thing. And then it'll stop abruptly in your lane. Whatever. I don't need this today.
I'm so happy with this car. It looks so sexy, it looks so good.
Got vinyl.
And the front end looks so wide with these fenders that I have always wanted. Yes, they were a pain in the ass to install and they took a long time to get here, and one side might be a little different than the other side, but they look awesome. We're now tucking 10-inch wide wheels in the front with 275
What did
Nittos.
I come here
This thing
for?
handles like it's on rails. Also, thanks to my awesomely, expertly engineered rear sway bar again. Thanks for being here. I'm really happy with this car. Let me know your thoughts, though, on the best damn automotive content on YouTube. Because I'm here for you guys. You guys are here for me. I enjoy working.
Oh, I know what I came here for.
Wednesday, the NBA playoffs continue on Prime. Welcome to the game!
Hello. It's been a long time since I've played
Yes, it
some
is.
Siege. I just played an unranked game. Like a normal unranked game. So I didn't read that it said I have to win the unranked game. I hate this. I hate this. So I just played in a tournament. We lost. I wasn't satisfied with my performance, so I wanted to get back into Siege now because I played like dog shit. I looked at this and I just saw it said 0 of 1 matches in any PvP playlist. I thought it was a quality of life change because usually it's play 5 unranked games before ranked. I should have read this, like actually read this. I have to win an unranked game before getting in there. Does it? I assumed it had to be this, but maybe it can just be this. I mean, let's hope a quick match works. Wow, I just played an entire unranked game for no reason. It didn't go well. Obviously, we lost. I dropped 7 and 7, I think. So not even a great stat line, but I assumed it was meaningless. That I just needed to play one. Should have actually read it. I see. Just let me fucking play rank. I'm level 86. I've clearly played this game a lot. I used to actively grind it. Why do I have to do this every single season? Son of a bitch. Ugh. It said any PvP hopefully this will work. Okay, match point. Let's close it out. I'm here now. Now we can end. Give me Deimos. Let's put it to bed. We have GamerKid3249-348 in here, and Snoopy2.
Cool.
What a squad. That is big time gaming. Okay. Let's go. And then I can do rank.
Sure.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
I thought it crashed for a second. Sure doesn't want to.
Alright, come on. Let's get in there. Nice. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please. I'm asking nicely. I'd like to speedrun this game. Let's go. Okay, we got a couple of good scans in there. Nice, drove right into it. That's my boy.
Once you had the stream,
that's
baby.
out of my tummy. We can go ahead and win this game now and be done with it. So I can
I
get
love
back
your
in the race.
pajamas.
Nice, gamer kid. They're never gonna find you there.
to get up
I think he's looking for the entrance to
saw.
the house.
It made me giggle.
The cat took my spot.
Bang.
At least they're still sleeping.
How's the stream at the kitties?
They've been told about the cats.
I see one of them sleeping too.
Playing
Well, now
real
she's
fast
sleeping.
and loose here. You're my mark.
Stream meet ramen. She does not want to be here. I'm sorry, baby.
What is he doing over there?
Oh, baby.
Oh, shit.
She does not want to be here.
She wants to take a nap. Come on. Hey, Noodles is up.
Oh, I do those. Oh, everybody's complaining right now.
Target's already dead.
Everyone is complaining, but this is Noodles.
Oh, I just saw someone's head there. Whoa.
I wonder if they're hungry, baby.
What a fight.
Are they hungry?
Probably have to shit too.
Go, go,
Come on,
go.
Roman. Hey, Roman girl. I know you're dirty.
How is he still alive? How did he not die from my shots? God, my aim's off. I actually must have had one tiddlywink of HP left. The tiniest little bit of pube of HP. Please tell me this counted. Please. Get me the fuck out. Yes. Okay. Alright. Lost the tournament. Felt bad. Gonna grind. It's not even the losing that I mind. It's just that I didn't play well. Like, I didn't play how I should have. Like, it just, I don't know, it always bothers me. Let me get the new operators. I'm assuming I can afford it.
She started off bigger than him.
Exactly, and she still weighs more than him.
25.
Not by much. He's catching up.
Boy alone.
He's catching up quite quickly. He's gonna go. He's gonna surpass her on the race.
Ban whatever the team wants to ban.
Where the fuck am I? Oh.
Look at all these updates. Yeah, get Bank out of here.
Where is Minerva?
Okay, we're gonna play real aggressive.
I can never remember where she's at over here. Best viewers. Ugh, we love bots here. Get out.
Good map, good map. Who do we want to ban? Who we feeling? Thoughts, guys? Thoughts?
No, I'm blind.
Alright, Mira, that works.
How many 10 toes? Get the fuck out of here. Ooh.
Okay.
Do want that.
Warehouse sounds good.
These are also good options though.
I always went crazy with Callie.
But I can also kind of buy that whenever.
This is not necessarily for fast-paced gaming here, but I like my shots. I like the way I aim with this character.
Okay. I think we're done for now. Let's hop over to some
It's
Fortnite.
something with blowing up gadgets, I think. I gotta check. I don't want to look like a fool. Long load time. That's good. That bodes well. Maybe I'm feeling it. It's coming. There it is. That was my gadget. Destroys nearby devices on both sides of the surface. Got it.
Just kind
crazy. Pick me up.
Whoa, 1,000 V-Bucks. It's like Christmas all over again. Ooh. I kind of fuck with that.
I doubt anyone in there. Spectrum.
Don't really need
Clear
anything
out
from
all
there.
this for the roam.
Oh, hey.
It's all clear.
Come here, big guy. Oh, what? What's wrong?
I thought I could see this window from here. Evidently not. Oop. There's.
I think I have a. There we go. I do think I have a more generic pirate icon. I'm not too sure though. Cat, what's wrong?
Okay, I saw that. That's wide swing. Oh. How does that work?
I do kind of like how all these look, to be honest.
Hear footsteps.
Sorry, I got noodles with me, guys.
Challenge me again. Did I hit that? That time I did.
Noodles.
There we go. Still different. I've still got it. How did that shot miss? That first one looks like it hit. Even on the replay there on the Jumbotron, it looked like it hit.
Oh, we didn't even check out the shop.
Who we banning?
Right off rip, it doesn't look like anything we want. Although, I did see... Yeah, that's pretty dope. Oh, hey, Ramen. You guys exploring?
Here I come. See, like, why couldn't I play like this in the tourney? Like, why? I think it's just the pressure, man. That's gotta be it. I just always play like shit in
Okay,
tournaments.
bye.
Always have, probably always
Don't
will.
chew
I'm
on
just
any
terrible
cables
at
back
playing under
there.
Pressure. That's just one of those things, brother. It's okay though. You can do it here in in privacy, I guess. Or whatever. Oh, come on, stop with the long load times. Can't you see I'm trying to climb? Can't you see I'm tilted from losing a turn and looking like dog doo-doo? Please. Yeah. the
Cat's
stupid
best
deer.
not be chewing nothing back there.
Nice. Looks like there's some turmoil on that squad.
I looked out there real
Maybe that
bad.
was an accident? I don't know. I doubt it though. I need to be changing my spawn points, my spawn locations. That was almost a kill. That was actually almost a kill. That's crazy. Oh, he's just going in. What an animal.
Cool.
What an absolute barbarian. Just in case someone tries to get a little cheeky. Oh, I really pumped my teammate there. Sorry, bud. That's on me.
Yeah, my aim was bad.
I feel like a real idiot. Oh, that was my team guy. Did I just fucking... Oh, I'm really having a rough round.
Ooh. That's a happy little surprise.
Yeah, I know.
These cats are scaring me. They're running out of expensive equipment right now. There's baby little kittens.
I'm hoping someone will challenge me. They did.
Ooh. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Shouldn't have shot him. I mean, shooting out the window didn't really matter ultimately. It killed my teammate, but I was gonna try to just go in there. And then that scared me away. Big round. Big round. I should not really attack from the outside. That is just not my strong suit. I'm gonna stay counting and my aim's looking good, but I need to stop trying to attack like
Hey.
that. Okay.
Hey. Hey. Noodles.
We lost that with them having a player down.
Noodles.
Unlucky. We just didn't really move together or anything. Which, partly on me. I wish this moved a little faster. I don't remember it being this slow in between rounds. Is it just Sparky's connection, or what's up with that?
Hey.
Hello? Please? I'd like to play a game.
There's a lot of wires in there, baby.
But no. Probably basement, right? Yeah. Down the hallway.
We've armed ourselves, boys.
They're just children.
And they will learn.
Just in case. I don't see that happening, but just in
I
case.
don't think I want this, to be honest. Ooh, perfect.
Pull the trigger twice. I don't think I can see.
We do kind of need to do these.
We're not moving or anything. And I can't destroy that. It's a bulletproof one, right? Does this
Oh, wait, I
do
think I
something?
maxed out. Nope.
Does.
Oh, oh, oh. Why not?
Okay. Watch out, watch out.
Was, that was an attempt.
Okay.
Come on.
Damn. That was a good alibi. Do we have any other way of getting in? We don't have any breach, do we? No hard breach. Oh, wow. Oh, there's three. I thought there was only two. Fuck. I thought it was just two. Damn. Damn. I played like shit. I had one good round and 2 rounds were pretty terrible. That's okay. That's okay. Man. I could have absolutely hit that too. 1000%. I see they took away the ACOG here. Rook is my I don't know the strats anymore character. Just give out the t-shirts.
Alright.
Okay. I really hate how long this is taking in Sparky. Holy fuck. I don't see why you wouldn't reinforce this. I'm just gonna do it. Okay. Did we reinforce anything? No. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm gonna rip it anyway. Fuck it.
Alright, now we wait. Gotta get to at least top 10.
Alright, no rolling for me. It's a very patient game. Roll next round. I can move that. Assuming over by 100. Must have been. Oh, it's reinforced. Oh, I see. Wow. Cool. Hmm.
Oh shit, it's closing right now. Fuck.
See? I'm just gonna blink safe. Nice low. I think they're both over there though.
Yeah, I fucked that up so hard.
Check.
That was definitely on me.
Yeah, they're definitely both over there.
Yeah. What else do we get? Yeah, so these next ones are what I want. That's also pretty nice too.
Nice.
Elite.
I hit him quite a bit there.
Unreal.
Safe peek. I'm playing like a bitch now. I wanna roll. Nothing's gonna stop me from rolling this time. Nothing. Nothing's gonna stop me from rolling. Sure, you bad line, I don't care. I'm rolling, and you can't stop me.
Oh, that's pretty sick, actually. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mm.
What is this from? Kronos, I thought it was.
Unrolling
Robo Kevin. That's actually pretty sick. Those are pretty dope.
Individual.
If I didn't already have the Dark Arc. And then there's that.
Let's try a classic visual roam. See what that feels like.
Oh, that's adorable.
I play like shit, but
That's actually adorable.
we'll see. Man, I'm falling apart here.
That's actually sick. This guy's actually pretty sick too.
I think I played that last fight there fine, being really safe like that. Because then he was focused on me. I just should have hit a headshot. Aimed a little too low. Dude, I feel like this is like actual Neanderthal brain right now with what I'm trying.
Let's get it.
I doubt they're gonna come in this way. Well, maybe.
Is that, I think that's where the vault key is.
Nice.
Oh, I just noticed the wheel of the ship turns when you turn. Yeah, so definitely don't spawn. Which, fair enough, it is ranked. We never let anything fun happen here.
Bedroom. I think I got steam a little here. Where was he? Oh, he's on the stairs. Okay, bedroom. No one went around the stairs today. I really shouldn't be doing that when I don't remember the map layouts, huh? That's the big takeaway from that round. Holy fuck. I'm trash. I'm not like losing gunfights, it's just I'm not even getting gunfights, I'm just getting clapped before I even get a chance. It's I don't know the position and I don't know the maps. I'm too rusty. I guess I'm just gonna hang out on site. I really wanna roam though. I feel like at low elo, if you can just play fast, you will just fucking slap. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Not that I was playing fast there, I played that extremely slow. Maybe you can try again. But then maybe just go a bit faster. Shit, I don't know. I'm fucking 4 rounds dry. Well, 3 rounds dry. No, 4 rounds dry. Okay, we'll go on for sure. I feel like I want to reinforce these, right?
Yeah. Didn't think so. Damn.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna impact this. I feel like having the feats right there would be really good, but I don't know how. Well, I can't. What the heck is this? I'm not gonna.
Hold on.
I'm gonna play here just in the middle of no man's land. Just play on ahead.
You know what? Yeah, let's go with that.
Oof. Why oversave me?
And for this, we can do, because we do have like a snow one somewhere. That actually does match pretty good.
I definitely hit him a little bit, I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, we can't do that. That's sick. We'll go with that.
Where is the
Let's change.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you wait.
We're both playing
What am I
back.
thinking?
I did TP assist.
Yeah. And then that we can change.
Where is he?
Excuse me. Maybe we go black. Yeah, because that is blue. Cool.
Come on, maybe a little wiggle. Where did he get killed from? To my left. Oh, wow. Little Scooby-Doo chase right there. I thought I heard him go. I heard him go through like the backside there. I guess not.
I'll unearth. Even when I win, it's just a chill. I'm not very excited. I think I'd be sad. You guys gotta try to find a way where it makes sense to me.
Having thrust here? You got the hyper pressure on right side? Sound thrust here.
Oh shit. Sorry, I was zoning into my boy.
God damn it. Because we just keep getting caught in space, like nobody's pushing forward, we just keep stalling out on the wall. We keep collapsing on pressure pocket, and we wait too long to put it out, and it's just slot. No one's cleaning up the kills, we're just all running to the ball. But there's no way I'd trade that, bro. My hammer was down a full like 2 seconds. forwards. And two on. Yeah, go.
Is it still ranked? No boss to spawn over here. Cool.
Get out of the play here, boys. We got one on the far right on the ball. Nice, huge double. When we stay alive, just clear right here.
I want to find this boss.
I'm gonna anchor wall.
Got sound blade. Got sound blade.
Careful. What's that sword behind? Sword behind? Nice.
Whew! You tried, my guy. You tried.
Take a break. Never mind.
Dude, you didn't bring me a better gun. Would have been quite nice. Ooh.
Once I see you, I'm coming to you.
Oh shit, we actually gotta get out of here.
Beast is out of the play. Push up. Beast is super out of the play. Beast is super out of the play. We're coming straight to you. We're coming straight to you. We're all the way back at half.
Can't ever resist the chest. You know how it is.
DCM might be free. I don't know. I didn't watch those.
I mean, me.
That's ours. That's free. That's free.
Yeah, the pressure back there was what I said. I didn't like the net.
You had a good concept of filling the space. You had a good concept of what's in the wall. I don't know. It's just a preference.
Ooh. I'll take that.
We all can, brother. We all can, brother. It's all good. Especially with this team, like they play triple. So like we just have to be a little bit more. It sucks because we're usually like, oh, you should throw it out right away. And in this game, we're like, oh yeah, you gotta throw it out right away. It comes with the territory of being able to read players and knowing that hey, all three of them are gonna pull through.
So, yeah, there were a couple times where like I was like, yeah,
The biggest thing is talking to you about like staying on his hip and like letting the tanks lead you because we gained massive momentum when we started doing that. As soon as you listen to that swap and he called left to right, you were right on his hip. We got the push up. I got all free mid court to get all the kills and left side flank. So we just gotta play more aggressive and when he calls that flank, we gotta match on speed.
yeah, I'm not really used to that. But
My guy, what was that? Oh, okay.
That's what he meant by opening up space because like when you play with that slight lead, they're gonna challenge you and you're also there to challenge them on the free break. So like say they swing at Solas, that's a free punch for you. And vice versa, if they swing at you, that's a free kill for Solas. So just keep doing like that.
Yes, we can't grab that right now, but that's fine.
That's gonna be on me too as a support tank. Like I gotta try to pull the swords out for you better because there's been a lot of times where I lead that hole for them to slip through, and that's on me. So I'll play a little bit tighter with Solas to not give them as much of that opportunity.
any other feedback you have?
You made some dive throws that game. It was nice. And you had a lot of really good throws.
I thought I feel like it seems like I thought your throw outs were pretty good. No matter what happens with me, if you think somebody is in sword range of you and you're running towards our blade, you need to turn around just so you can have the opportunity to punch them, right? Because sometimes
Like backpedal, but go backwards so you can see them.
well, like when you go to like rotate out, like just be very aware if somebody's on the punch.
So should I do it like actually backstepping and looking behind the platform?
It is really preference. You should try. I know you practice like when you punch in, that's like you shouldn't be trying to punch anything. Just kind of like over the hill. Like if you want to like you have a shield. You have a strong shield in games. You guys be like that was like
Put the point. Me and Solas gotta do it.
Ooh, that is tempting. Sorry, my guy. Woo! That could have been bad. Ooh, is this what I think it is? It is not. That was a decent attempt, my guy. Yeah, we can leave off on a dub, chat. Yeah, we can leave off on a dub. Diamond 2, we'll take it. Alright, chat. Till next time.